Hey guys, this is Rafiozik and welcome to your third JavaScript tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to learn about operators and how we can use them to manipulate data inside of our JavaScript. So before we discussed how to create variables and assign and declare variables, and we also talked about how we could declare and assign variable in the same statement. So what if we did a variable here and we said variable package weight equals, and equals is an operator, and then is an assignment operator, and then we use the arithmetic operator, so we're going to do 5 plus 10. And now we did document.write, and we're going to say package weight. And if we just load this up here, see what we get. And we get 15. So you can use arithmetic operators. There's also minus, there's multiplication, there's division, there's getting the remainder. So if we did like 10 remainder 3, we should get 1. So let's check that out. And there's a bunch of things that we're able to do with this data. And now I want to show you how you could manipulate also strings, kind of like with a kind of arithmetic. So let's say we did variable full name equals Rafi, and then we could do plus space plus Ozik. And then we did document.write full name. And if we load this up here, we get Rafi Ozik, which is very nice. Now what happens if we try to add a string and a number together? So what if we said var test equals text plus 5? Well, let's take a look. And we get nothing. It doesn't seem to be working at all because we didn't print it out. So document.write test. And we get text 5. So it automatically is going to relate to the second 5 as a string. But what if we did 5 plus 5 plus test? We get 10 test. So it first adds these and then together makes it a string. Well, what if we did the opposite? What if we did test plus 5 plus 5? We get 10, 5, 5. So if you start out with a string and you add numbers, it's going to, everything after the string, it's going to add also as a string. Another thing I want to show you is the true and false statements. So you could say var, to see if something is true, var equals, well, let's do var number 1 equals 5, and let's do variable number 2 equals 10. And then let's see if we do document.write, and we can say number 1 is equal to number 2. And we should get a false. And we get a false statement. That's a Boolean statement because it's saying that number 1 is not equal to number 2. And there are two ways of testing if things are equal. The first way of doing it is equals equals, and the second one is equals equals equals. And this is a very common question they ask sometimes at interviews, along with what we did previously, by the way, with string and numbers. So you might want to go over that. And where the difference here is if you say that 10, the string 10 is equal to 10, it will come as true. So let's, even though one is a string and one is a number. So if we did document.write string 10 equals 10, we're going to get true. And the reason is because it automatically converts with equal so that they're the same type. But if we did equals, it's going to get false. And the reason is because here it's not making up for type. So this is a basic introduction to variables and operators. And in the next tutorial, we're going to get a little bit more into depth with variables.